Creative Brain Week is a celebration of the interface between the most critical of human capacities, to be creative, and our industry, our economy, our health and well-being. The Global Brain Health Institute is a fellowship training program aiming to improve brain health globally across the world. And what we're aiming to do is to improve well-being by improving brain health, but also to decrease the likelihood of dementia in millions of people across the globe. Some of the sessions today include a session of global singing and music from around the world, from Edinburgh, Nairobi and Delhi. We're going to have Dance FM, learning about the brain through dance. And we're going to have a library of people where you can take out a person who's an expert in their field or in their condition and learn from them.
It went well and it was very exciting. I think once people are in person again, in a room, the ideas spark and the discussion sparks. But even to hear my colleagues, particularly the scientists, who of course I don't mix with normally, is so inspiring, and we've so much territory in common. So I think this is a real opportunity to build now on what Creative Brain Week is going to start. But I think this is really an international opportunity. It's a topic that has global importance, and I think what Creative Brain Week wants to do is to take this conversation global.
Really inspiring to see people come together around a topic that has so much importance to the social context that we're in, to the community, and to the future.
It's always great to meet people from other disciplines and to think about things that, maybe aren't in the normal course of your daily life. What's clear to me is that there's great appetite both from the science and from the artistic world to collaborate far more together. And it's about a shared understanding and a shared appreciation of where we're both coming from. Empathy is something I like to think about and talk about a lot. So I think something like Creative Brain Week actually allows us to be more empathetic with each other.
Talk was great. It was actually brilliant to be on a panel actually with Maureen from the Arts Council. It's the first time. And really good to hear her perspectives and just to see how they connect with what we talk about in the science world. The core actually that we kind of got to over the course of the conversation is that innate curiosity drives both sides, both artists and scientists. So that's been fantastic to get to the bottom of that.
Kieran mentioned something in his talk about, how if a child is good at art, you tend to say to that child, oh, that's great, you could be an artist, but you don't say, that's great, you could be a scientist, So I think that's something that really stuck with me, and I think as a parent as well is something that has really made me think, so I'll bring that with me from today.
Creative Brain Week is a brilliant idea. We all possess these big, amazing brains, so anything we can do in terms of exploring the creativity, how we use those brains and make the most of those brains is fantastic. And so delighted to see this week happening. Really, really impressed with the effort and the work that everybody's put into it. Pleased to be here in the opening of it, and I wish everybody and the organisers all the best for the rest of the week.
There's something about music. Music is something that can be used as a way to communicate. For me, it's very spiritual. And I really love those performances because they were able to communicate with my spiritual world. The way things are going at the moment, I think we really need those musical pieces, to heal.
I'm an artist, so whenever I am under the idea that I'm coming to an academic space, I kind of really freak out because I'm like, ooh, it's gonna be book papers, documents, some serious deep talks. We're gonna be hearing big language that we don't even understand. But what I'm loving here is being surrounded by academics with soul, and academics who realize that the future is within healing. How do we make healing creative and something that is very futuristic?
So I just participated in the Library of the People, which is basically where you meet someone that is living with Alzheimer's and just have an ordinary conversation with them about their lives, about my life. It's trying to deconstruct the barriers that a lot of members of the public have about Alzheimer's and dementia.
The idea that we're working together towards trying to establish what the questions are and what the direction is and what it is we're about here, that's such an empowering and an exciting idea that we're all in this kind of a journey. We don't quite know where we're going, but we're in it together.